Something unusual is happening inside the Nigeria Democratic Congress, and it is already generating intense debate among supporters of Peter Obi and members of the wider Obidient Movement. Just weeks after many Obi supporters celebrated what they saw as a new political beginning inside the NDC, a fresh controversy has emerged over key appointments within the party's media structure. The development has sparked questions, concerns, and even warnings from some supporters who believe the party leadership must be careful about the signals it sends at this critical stage. For many Nigerians watching from a distance, the issue may seem like an ordinary political appointment, but for supporters who have invested years of energy, time, and resources into Peter Obi's political journey, this is being viewed as something much bigger. It touches on trust, loyalty, party identity, and the future direction of the movement ahead of the 2027 elections. Before we continue, if you enjoy balanced political analysis and updates that go beyond the headlines, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who want to stay informed about Nigerian politics. Also, drop your thoughts in the comment section because this is one issue that many Nigerians have very strong opinions about. The controversy began after reports emerged that the NDC had appointed Agada Abuh Theophilus as Director of New Media and Strategic Communications. According to reports, the appointment was announced alongside other media-related positions as part of the party's efforts to strengthen its communication structure ahead of future political activities. However, what immediately caught the attention of many observers was the fact that Agada had previously been identified by critics as someone who had publicly criticized Peter Obi. Reports describing him as a vocal critic of Obi quickly spread across social media and political discussion platforms. As expected, reactions came quickly. Some supporters argued that political parties are broad coalitions, and that individuals with different opinions should not automatically be excluded from leadership positions. According to this view, politics is about building alliances, accommodating different perspectives, and creating room for people who may not have agreed in the past but are willing to contribute moving forward. Others, however, saw things very differently. A number of Obidient supporters questioned why a party that now has Peter Obi as its presidential candidate would choose someone perceived by many as critical of him to occupy such a sensitive media position. Their concern was not simply about one individual. Rather, they argued that media appointments often shape narratives, messaging, and public perception. For these critics, the appointment raised deeper questions. They wondered whether Obi supporters were genuinely being integrated into the party's decision-making structure, or whether they were merely expected to provide votes and grassroots support, while others retained control of strategic positions. These concerns did not emerge in isolation. Over the past several weeks, reports have indicated that there have been tensions inside parts of the NDC regarding power-sharing arrangements, party structures, and the integration of new political groups that joined the party following recent political realignments. Party leaders have repeatedly insisted that Peter Obi, Rabiu Kwankwaso, and their supporters are fully integrated into the party structure and are not being sidelined. Despite those assurances, skepticism remains among some supporters. Many members of the Obidient Movement built their political identity around ideas such as accountability, transparency, and a departure from traditional political practices. As a result, they tend to scrutinize political decisions very closely, especially when those decisions involve appointments, influence, and internal party management. Adding to the conversation was recent criticism from activist Aisha Yesufu, a prominent supporter associated with the Obidient Movement. She publicly expressed concerns about how some internal party matters were being handled and argued that party leaders should focus more on strengthening confidence among supporters and promoting unity. Her comments attracted widespread attention because of her influence within the movement. At the heart of this debate is a larger question. Can a political movement maintain its identity after joining a broader political coalition? This is not a challenge unique to the NDC. Throughout Nigeria's political history, parties have often expanded by welcoming politicians, activists, and supporters from different backgrounds. While this approach can increase electoral strength, it can also create tensions when different groups have different expectations. Supporters of the appointment argue that competence should matter more than past disagreements. They believe political maturity requires looking beyond old rivalries and focusing on what individuals can contribute going forward. Critics disagree. They argue that political communication is too important to be entrusted to individuals whose past positions may conflict with the message and vision of the party's presidential candidate. For them, perception matters just as much as reality. Another reason this controversy has gained attention is because of the enormous influence social media now has on Nigerian politics. During the 2023 elections, online engagement played a major role in shaping public opinion. The Obidient Movement became one of the most visible political movements on social media, mobilizing supporters across different states and among Nigerians living abroad. Because of that history, any appointment involving digital communication and media strategy naturally attracts intense scrutiny. Some observers have suggested that the NDC leadership should move quickly to clarify the reasoning behind the appointment and reassure supporters about the party's strategic direction. They argue that effective communication can prevent misunderstandings from growing into larger internal disputes. Others believe the controversy may eventually fade away if party leaders, appointees, and supporters focus on common goals rather than personal disagreements. Meanwhile, supporters of Peter Obi face their own difficult question. Should they judge the party based on a single appointment, or should they wait to see how the broader leadership structure develops over time? That question is likely to remain at the center of political discussions in the coming weeks. What makes this situation especially interesting is that both sides claim to be acting in the best interest of the movement. Those defending the appointment say inclusion and coalition building are essential for political success. Those criticizing it say protecting the integrity of the movement is equally important. As Nigeria gradually moves closer to another election cycle, issues like this will continue to test the strength of political alliances. They will also reveal how effectively parties can manage competing interests while maintaining unity among supporters. For now, one thing is clear. The debate surrounding the NDC's media appointments has exposed deeper conversations about trust, influence, representation, and the future direction of one of Nigeria's most closely watched political movements. Whether this becomes a temporary disagreement or a larger political challenge will depend on how party leaders, supporters, and stakeholders respond in the days ahead. As always, politics is not only about elections. It is also about managing relationships, building confidence, and convincing supporters that their voices are being heard. What do you think about this development? Do you believe political appointments should be based solely on competence, regardless of past disagreements? Or do you think party leaders should prioritize individuals who have consistently supported the party's presidential candidate? Share your opinion in the comments section below. If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who follow Nigerian politics. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll continue bringing you the stories shaping the future of the country.